All right, let's see. Do a little audio check. I'm not going to draw as long today, but I'm going to do just a little bit. Wait and see if anyone gets in here. Since I've been doing these morning streams, I haven't had like a ton of traffic yet, but it's a new time for me since I'm not doing 5 p.m. anymore, and trying to avoid doing late night streams because I'm too tired after my whole day. All right, now what I'm going to focus on today is just starting to add light detail. This is so far just a rough sketch, which for as little measuring as I did, I'm pretty happy with. I've drawn Anthony Bourdain a few times, and he's got a lot of what I refer to as like facial geology, a lot of creases and wrinkles and things like that. So he could be deceivingly hard to draw. Um, Sometimes when people have faces like that, it tends to be a little easier to see them, you know, between measurements, to draw them between those measurements. But for whatever reason, because of the shape of his head, he is not the easiest to draw. So I'm going to go ahead and switch over to a Pentel Graph Gear point 0.3. And I'm only going to be drawing for the next like 24 minutes or so because I do need to walk to work. So it's just kind of for anyone who's up and interested in watching some art. If people ever are watching and you have questions, I'm happy to answer them so long as you're nice. I'd rather not waste anyone's time. If you have suggestions, you can drop them, but I rarely take them. Pretty much for all stuff that interests me. But especially now, I'm trying to get back in the habit of daily drawing for the live stream specifically. I already draw every day, but typically at the end of the day or on work breaks, things like that. And about to go, well, I'm about to start preparing to move back to Texas, and I want to try and make this drawing part of my, or make these morning drawings part of my routine, kind of build a little bit of a crowd for that specifically, because I'll have a place essentially there where I'll be able to dedicate a little bit more space to filming these. And then I'll actually have a little bit more of a production where you can see me when I talk and all those good things. But basically, because I draw in what looks like Harry Potter's bedroom right now, it's kind of limiting. If you're wondering, I tend to have either music or movies playing in my AirPods, so you can't hear it and it doesn't get flagged. If you're curious, ask me what song I'm listening to. I'll tell you. At some point, I'll publish playlists along with these drawings, so you can kind of hear what I'm hearing. So this usually looks like I'm doing very little, but that's kind of the trick of these photoreal portraits, is this is the stage of it that actually makes it look like it's got a little bit more depth. So it requires just a little more patience. But we're here. I'm focused on getting really fine line details in, and along with those, you start to get like drop shadows, a little bit more contour, things that imply something is coming off the page. It's no longer a flat drawing. Just in time for some construction noise. Just realized that muting is back on my microphone. I'll turn that off. See if you'll get a little bit more page noise if I put the microphone down here. So that's because nobody's in here. I'm guessing this is probably a dead stream since it had to reconnect. Usually when that happens, no one ever comes in these because it's been so deprioritized or just kind of looks like it's working and it's not. So I'm probably just drawing for myself at this point. I'm going to give it a few more minutes. So if I don't see anyone pop in, I'm going to go ahead and start my day because I'm kind of getting the feeling that YouTube crashed and it's just now looking like I'm live streaming and really it's just going to give me an error. So I won't even get this video back when I want to make a time lapse. Because I've seen two people pop in, and if I'm not mistaken, I think one of those people was me when I was on my iPad. it's 20 minutes, no one's in here, so either it's just wildly unpopular or YouTube crashed and it just looks like it's live streaming, which is probably more likely because I usually get at least a few people. So I'm going to go ahead and call it and start my day. Tomorrow I have more time in the morning, so I'll get on and finish this drawing and start another one. Not exactly sure of the time, but it will be at least an hour-long stream tomorrow morning. All of these live streams go in the live archive, so you can watch them back in real time if you want to draw along or see how I'm creating portraits. As per usual, if you have suggestions, you can put them in the comments. If you have anything mean to say, keep it to yourself. Thanks for watching. Alright, see you tomorrow.